Hello all, it's Dr. B. This is just a video to get you, I guess, more oriented to the course. A lot of this stuff I will have gone over in class, but this is for you more so, when you're sitting at home getting ready to do the work, kind of reminding you where to go and what to do. So, first things first, if you hit start here, obviously you'll say start here to begin the course. There's some important information here. Obviously, watching the video is one. Um, so I'll get to the rest of these. The first thing you want to do is go to this, and basically you want to link. It's a free online tool to help with the online lectures. Since this course is hybrid, almost all the lecture happens at home. So basically, what you're going to do is click where it says open link right here. It's going to go to a page that looks like this, and in the upper right hand corner you're going to click sign up. And if you have like a Gmail, you can use that or whatever, but just actually forget that. Yeah, just go to where it says sign up with Edpuzzle. Still signing up. And this is for this particular class. You can see what it's for. Put your name, blah blah blah, all the way in, join the class. Great, you're done. So once you're done that, just don't be messing around in there. Just kind of go back to here. Virtual Support Center, this is if you need any help with like your computer being fixed or something's not uploaded, or you have a question about courses or financial aid. I don't handle any of that, but the Virtual Support Center does. Next thing has information about me, particularly my email, which I'll talk about in class as well. All right, the next document, very important document, is basically the schedule and everything that would involve what you will be graded on. I just went ahead and full screened this, so you can see here that lecture is 70%, chapter quiz is 15, and assignments are 15. I'll talk about these things in a little bit. This is where you're going to use McGraw-Hill. And then as far as labs, lag activities, which is like lab reports and the daily work and the lab practical, that's all going to be right here. So any work that's late, 20% off. So you want to get your work in the course on time. You get 1 attempt for the chapter quizzes and 3 attempts for all the homework assignments. I take the highest grade of those. If you miss an exam for whatever reason, it really doesn't matter what the reason is. You could be giving birth, that's a good reason, or you could just not have studied. It doesn't matter to me. You're not here. So you're going to take the exam during the last 2 weeks of class, and I'll be in touch with you individually about that. This is what you really want to pay a lot of attention to. This is the course progression and what's due every week. So you can see here that, whatever you do at home, which would be all of the Edpuzzles and lectures and quizzes and homework assignments, that's the schedule for those. It gives you exact due dates for when all of these things are due on the left side. And on the right side is what we do in lab. So basically every week we meet once a week. We're doing the lab stuff face to face. This is what's happening. Oh, sorry. This is all that's happening in the class. So there are some times that we don't have lab because we just have an exam, which will happen in the lab classroom. So the first 3 weeks you can see here we're doing some cool stuff, then the exam, and we move on from there. So this is a very detailed list of exactly what you need to do in terms of grading. All right, so now that we got that done, we scrolling down even further, we're just going to the syllabus. If this will be active, by the way, by the time you start the course. I just made this video during winter break. This will take you to the actual syllabus the college has. From here, we have a very useful tool for you as well, which is a minimum checklist. This is exactly what you should be doing every week for the entire semester. Everything in red is something that's some sort of grade. And you can see literally it's every week all the way down the line until the end of the course. So that's really nice. Alrighty. So learning materials. So let's go to exam 1. You'll see the first thing on there is the study guide for the first exam. If you want to know what's on the exam, there it is. It's not a trick question. Items in red are typically open-ended or worth more points, like essay type style, things like that. or things that again are just made worth more points. So how I've ordered everything: when you are studying, first thing I do is I put the PowerPoint first. So you can download this, print it out, do what you want. These slides are very selective. The book typically gives me like 220 to 240, actually no, about 180 to 220 slides per chapter, which I think is ridiculous. So I go through and cut them down. You can see this one's only down to 64. So for those of you that like PowerPoints, great, there you go. Then I have these. These are the Edpuzzles. And if you recall, you had registered for the Edpuzzles, and you can do them directly from here. You'll basically just hit Get Started. And what that's going to do for you is it'll pop up in a window that looks like this. And some of these videos are just very short kind of tutorials. Others are much longer. And many of them you will see have little dots under them. So if you notice, by the way, there's all these little teardrops that are under this particular Edpuzzle. And so if you were to expand this, now in this particular view, you can't see the dots. They're down there, but that's okay. And when you start the video, it'll basically go through like this, and it will teach you. Some of these are short. A lot of these are made by me. Some are made by other people. You can't hear what this guy's saying right now, which is perfectly fine. Most of the videos, by the way, are under 6 minutes or so, and you're going to see what's going to happen. Here comes the first teardrop. Bam. And, right in the middle of the actual video, I have a lot of different questions. So this is one. Let me show you a couple of the other ones as well. So this is one I made on prokaryotic. You'll be looking at this later. Prokaryotic cell structure. You can't hear my voice, but and again, I'm fast forwarding the video because I'm the instructor. You guys won't be able to fast forward it the first time. But some of them will also look like this. Boom. And all of a sudden, right in the middle of me lecturing, do any eukaryotic cells have flagella? And I just randomly, oh, yes. And they do. And so you can see here that, bam, instantly you get feedback about what the question is. And you continue and you move on to, whatever the next part is, and you get to the next one. Again, I'm fast forwarding. And if we get to the next one, do any eukaryotic cells have a cell wall? Yes, yeast do. So they're all right, yay, and plants. So that is how Edpuzzle works. Now the Edpuzzle they're not graded. They are for you to learn. That would basically like be me doing the lecture. It gives you like a yes or no. Some of them are open-ended, and I will definitely go through any of the open-ended ones and grade them for you before the exams, but you only go to edpuzzle.com if you want to see any of the results of any of the open-ended questions or whatnot that you got right or wrong. But otherwise, right from here is where you're going to do all the learning. And again, it just repeats down the line. So there's 4, there's 5, great. So that's all the content. But you also have chapter assignments and online quizzes that you saw on the syllabus. Well, they're right here. So you can basically see here they all are. The very first time that you access one of these, you're going to click on any one of these, it doesn't matter, chapter 3, it's going to send you to this, and it's going to launch it. And because you are not yet signed up, it's going to take you through the whole registration process and ask for email, and then it's going to ask for a code. And from those of you that bought the book and the code from the bookstore, you would just scratch off the little code and go ahead and throw that in there. And you also get a free ebook with it as well. If you decided to not buy this from the bookstore, then you can literally just buy the code with a credit card directly through this link. So you'll need this for all the assignments in terms of the homeworks, the chapter quizzes, etc. And this is where you do all of these. And so you can kind of see how these are all organized for you as well. And here's the quizzes down here. Again, to access, and I'll show you this in class, to access the lab activities, you would just click here. This will bring you right to this particular screen. So you're going to have to obviously get registered with me. We'll do that the first day of class. And you guys are going to go to Bio 250 Spring 2022. And in here, I mean, it's empty right now. But in here is going to be all of the lab data that you guys are collecting as the as the year goes on. So hopefully this little video helped. And if you have any questions, I look forward to helping.